Good morning. My name is Henry Keene. I'm the author of the book In Their Final Place, which is a compendium of where famous architects in the United States are buried. And what better place to start and talk about all of these great architects is Graceland Cemetery, where there are probably more important architects buried than anywhere else in the country. In fact, specifically right now we're standing on Burnham Island, where Daniel Burnham resides. Probably the most spectacular site in Graceland is dedicated to an architect. So this is why we are standing here, and this is why we're in Graceland Cemetery. His headstone or his marker, I should say, is very appropriate for what Mies van der Rohe represented in his designs. It's very understated. His dictum of less is more, very, very clear in the marker that was designed by his grandson, Dirk Lohan. I'm standing here between the graves of two important architects from Chicago. In fact, they were close friends and associates. The two of them created the Sears Tower, the John Hancock building, among many, many other buildings. When Fazlur Khan died prematurely, his marker and monument, his whole installation here, was designed by Bruce Graham, his design partner. And then when Bruce Graham died, the firm of Skidmore, Owings & Merrill designed this marker for him. Probably one of the most important architects of the 20th century, Louis Sullivan. It has a wonderful monument designed by his friends a few years after he died, since he died penniless and virtually destitute. The irony of the placement of his marker is what you see over here, and this is the Kimball monument designed for the Kimball family. And what is so ironic about it is what really did end Louis Sullivan's architectural career was the architecture represented here, this Beaux-Art architecture, which became the rage after the Columbian Exposition. As a result, this style, this sort of architecture, and actually the firm who designed this, McKim, Mead & White, essentially destroyed Sullivan's business because he wanted no part of it. I'm standing now at the site of the Holabird family. It goes back 3 generations of architects. I think what this really represents is the rich history, not only of Graceland Cemetery, but the rich history of architecture that's in Graceland. It goes back all the way to the 19th century up to today, through these 3 generations of the same very important family in Chicago architecture and national architecture. What I think is unique about Graceland is not only are there a number of very important architects here, but also the way they have been remembered, some significant monuments. And one would hope that architects who design great structures while they're alive would put some thought and some creative energy into designing memorials for themselves as well as for others.